hoping for stormy waters here, Mike. You've got two heavyweights going blow for blow, but we have questions coming into this.
I mean, just looking at the veto as well, they were so quick to go to split. So straight away I'm thinking, right, ace up the sleeve, comp change, total overhaul, because it's been lack into the blender.
Yeah, but do they get to live here? Trade out so far, something still holds.
Cool, right, to predict what they're going to do. And G2, like I said, Forsaken, get a little fruity with a shorty here.
All right. Does he get clear? Gets one! Big trade from Leaf, and most of the threat gets nullified. The rest of the side is PRX. I can't say that anymore. I'm never allowed to say it with this team. 3 bullets, can't connect the one he wanted, so Babybay clears sight, and G2 finding security here. None of those threats really amounting to much. They've got the plant, they've caught the flank, and it's all on Jing.
Just a classic here. He's accosted an exit or two here, but G2 tucked into sight right now. And pace on the way in, but tempered, composed here, and Valorant should be able to clean this up for a 2-0 start here for G2. Already showing pace here. Navigated by G2.
They've set a bit of a bar, right? It's no fear. We're going to play our game as well. The game that we kind of liked you guys playing, we applied elsewhere. So, again, like to see this in Leaf being in the early conversation. Scary, man. Really, really scary. If he starts finding form throughout this, a nice early start, a confidence builder, that does add another string to the bow for G2. But buy-in now for PRX, so they do have that to lean on. No ults instantaneous to hand. And let's see how they start this off.
Out here, G2 able to catch any of this damage. Jorgamo still on guard, despite not committed here, so G2 just probing for potentially an opening engagement. See Babybay recalling back from mid, and something looking here. He's actually just straight down. Trent's going to find it.
Yeah, Trent, super heads-up work from G2, taking the space and then pausing somewhat, but Jaw is on the hunt, man. He's already spotted him out on the cross. Jing trying to hold this to deny the scale up to pinch through heaven. That's good work from Jing. This made this bonus not look so good until then. A stubborn fight in heaven, and Valen with an opportunity. It's Envy now in a 1v3.
Real damage here done, so everybody healthy on the side of G2. Not many options here. A bit of util, but again, G2 just happy to tuck in now. The bonus on the cards for him. He might be able to isolate one here, though.
Good, but Valen's position just on that sidestep, so good. Upgrades, let's see how many they get. Do they get all 3? I think, yes, they do. Okay, G2 will be loving that.
PRX looking to take the fight through, catch the backside of this mid-drift from G2, but G2 just pivots so quickly into the B site. I mean, Forsaken has nothing to do there.
God, this is an early timeout.
Very early
just
timeout.
Seeing this come in, as we were in the replay, this is a round 4 pause. If they had a plan for split, something is not lining up.
Like I said, you have to assume so. The desk even highlighted how quickly they were happy to call it. And you'd hope, again, it's not been awful, but in terms of the overall ethos for PRX, it's certainly been underwhelming in terms of what we saw previously on Split. That's not even to say it's not a poor record, right? But last showing, this is Detonation Focus Me, a 13-2, but
different caliber now, isn't it?
Yeah, very
really?
different, especially if you'd looked at the G2 bots.
Well, yes, which you imagine you would be coming into this. It's not unexpected. The fans hoping to see that incredible form from PRX that we have seen from them. But again, walking into this, it was causing questions on the desk. It caused us to certainly pause for thought. What is the game plan in mind? Because so far, G2 have executed whatever their plan was perfectly. They are happy with this. It's explosive, it's very well crafted. It's the best of both worlds, it feels like.
Some Pro is no ultimates available for the start of round 4. I think PRX is going to consider some sort of purchase between Sheriffs and maybe Jing finding a weapon of sorts. Looking like it might be a wide open B site.
Yeah.
Come out of this timeout. With the right read in that regard and not shying away from it. Be conscious though of well, what they've purchased on the other side. Maybe a trap set up here already. Rotation coming through from Envy. No resistance on the way in here. It's going to be a really tough retake here. full 5v5.
Yeah, and considering how heavily they were shouldering early, you've been able to read the stack pretty quick, but Plan's going to be in. They are still on site, and PRX looking to go about now. Paint Shell sees, doesn't quite get the connection he would want. Jaw, though, denied vision, but no real sweat yet. Flash turned, back to business. Good tee up for something. Defy, Envy, hold on, it ain't done yet. Leaf now needs a 1v3. This guy's been good, though, but you ain't getting away from Defy.
Some insane shots coming out from PRX here. Whereas previously, G2 have been very comfortable to slot into these post-plant positions. Not really sure how that. You see Jorgamo, the catch on the Prowler, who's considering digging a little deeper, but opting for this safer hold here. I mean, the crucial kill is something coming out from spawn. It's the first one that really allows the floodgates to open from heaven. A little bit of a miscalculation there from G2.
That's exciting, that's gonna feel good. Get the fire burning again after what felt like a really early timeout that caused me a bit of concern, but no, they are good. They've answered back, we've got the operator in for something.
Well, force the adjustment now for G2. They're going to explore A for the first time. Heavy focus towards mid here. Divide invested here from Valin.
Oh, they're in. Okay, so they've got sight, but PRX just play that retake again. Well, it's another test.
Issue being Leaf's going to get the pit off this.
Ooh, very late adjustment up towards Heaven too. You can see this ramp clear coming in from G2. There's already 3 players up in Heaven. The defending side. Baby Bay going to be waiting, but they're already flooding the site, so can they get to hold on here? Envy's already got Jaw down. Jing's on the hunt, but it's Envy. Got Leaf down. That site now vulnerable. Diffuse already started. How are you meant to fight back in now? I don't think they can stop the Diffuse. Nothing is going to stop this, and it doesn't. PRX again, flexing on how good they can be.
They're just so fluid in some of these situations. G2 again caught completely off guard. I mean, not even sure how that first kill comes through from Envy.
Walks out.
There's the catch onto Leaf. Yeah, Leaf forced into the other side of his pit. But the focus here is obviously the pit to go down, layer towards CT, and they take full Heaven control, but it just doesn't happen. I'm not even sure there if they catch or note something's operator, that's what forces them a little deeper, but those 2 kills coming through as early as they did, I mean, you see it straight on the Diffuse. Cool.
Yeah, we
know they're layered in Heaven, yeah?
We got the round. That was the win con, easily identified and exploited, and reward found. Speaking of early timeouts, this is quick. In succession. G2 do not want to give momentum to PRX.
Both coaches may be a little rattled in some of the losses. Maybe sure there, because Valorant's not able to stall that out either.
I don't know what the hope was.
A little bizarre to see, and another post-plant that G2 caught off guard. So the previous being a little more glaring with just a couple of sheriffs and a shorty or something coming in from Dubai. Again, didn't see that kill. Don't want to know how, to be honest.
Sometimes it's probably best not to know. But still, there has to be a couple of adjustments. Now, again, we've seen the early examples from G2. They've got, good plans well made, but it's, again, those post-plants, those moments that PRX have found their footing, the right tempo to it, the right consideration to it, and at the moment, they're in the right place for it. Just having a little look at the minimap that you'll see in just a second's time for on the A site, and that's where the spike is currently at least committed from the G2 boys.
Smoke is going to be very telling, though. So you can look into cut sight lines early, but a flash set up as well.
Oh, look at this. It could be a massacre. Jing gets denied. Jorgamo going to catch him up to his usual naughtiness. Forsaken now noted. Something going to find Baby Bay, though. Envy doesn't let them scale. They are fighting them at the gates. And it's going to be a scurry. It's a run. The spike needs to get over to the other side of the map. But Defy's not left. He's held this down. He's holding it down. As Leaf falls, and he falls back, plays it carefully.
Yeah, Spike's still got to make his way through mid as well. So Trent in a pretty awkward position here, but Valin could set him up.
He'd need to be the hero, but he doesn't go too far. Trent's fallen. That was maybe that small percentile chance that just gets brought to 0. 3-3, PRX, they've worked you out, G2.
And they commit to this engagement, even with the first blood going in favor of Jorgamo. Beautiful setup here with a reveal outside this smoke. Something to catch Baby Bay, that immediate leapfrog on the back of finding that opener.
I also love that Indy was so willing to play into that as well. lose the front line, he's still there.
Yeah.
So nice.
Somehow, I'd say we've got to a position where PRX have all 5 ultimates to bring into round 7 here. Still got the operator in hand and a huge cushion now in terms of the money. G2 going to have to reconsider their approach.
Oh, it's a very different look,
looking to maybe greet some aggression here.
See if they can bring PRX back to heel. Many teams have tried and most have absolutely failed. This time though, Leaf succeeds. Removes something from the extremity. They're going to know Forsaken was nearby.
Spot this DB, and they're going to try and bait over the top.
Whoa.
Confirmation now.
They're already going to rotate on this.
Yeah,
though.
this is drawing, well, potentially 2 players. Looks like maybe just 1.
I think they cancelled on that. I don't know what they got or what they're feeling now, but they brought them back towards heaven. Maybe just this bit of utility coming out from Jaw. The Prowler to follow. Yeah, it feels like they put some utility behind this. They've actually drawn so many ults.
Yeah.
But look at the spike, and look who's waiting though, Forsaken. Forsaken, it's on you, and you are absolutely steamrolled. G2 now, keys to the castle, plants up next.
Beautiful pivot here. Devi has to try and find this kill onto Baby pretty early on, because Baby can hold down in terms of info and pressure, but he does.
Yeah, this is now not easy, but in the realms of reality. Deep ramp positioning, deep T-side positioning. You're not getting away in.
It's a wide open plant as well, and with both players from PRX following through from CT here. Just going to get locked out of this.
You might start hearing the whistles going. They can try and fight it, but Valen knows what he needs to do here. Devi, gonna hear that time going. Has to back away from this.
Just to note as well, Jorgamo obviously throws up some util towards B, but shows to the reveal. That pulls both the Showstopper and Envy's ultimate. And at that point, G2, they just have the red carpet rolled out towards, well, just Forsaken solo. Both the Showstopper and Envy's ultimate. And at that point, G2, they just have the red carpet rolled out towards, well, just Forsaken solo.
You do it again.
Well, lined up here outside A. Only Envy now. Pit towards mid. Jing here to try and support that. But D2 straight onto the side here. Jorgamo going to get shut down the reveal.
Yeah, the reveal going to cost Jorgamo his life there. Envy teed up to succeed, leaving Leaf to get absolutely decimated by Jing. Plants him, but they're dwindling in numbers. Down to 3. Trent, Valen, and Baby Bay. Pacey on the play back through, though. Valen takes a stand. Paranoia goes in. Something commits. It's looking good, but still a 3v2. Valen's just down to Baby Bay. You really got something to say about this? No, you don't. Something going to shut him up and give another defuse to PRX.
PRX looking to capitalize again on that first 5 to 10 seconds after the spike is planted. I said early on, G2 able to slip into these post-plant positions, get themselves very comfortable. Now, PRX, a tempo shift of their own. This reveal just gets so much value as well. Crucial kill from Envy.
Nice! Let's go!
Curious if G2 do look to slow things down a little bit. Yeah, other than that, it's previously catching something, but not necessarily found many avenues to explore other than all in a sight.
Yeah,
maybe a shift of focus towards mid here on this purchase.
Okay, it's going to be ults as the answer! Oh man, that voice line just gets only a second to play. So now down to the 4v4. Look at PRX already though. So good with that deep line from something towards B main. They can stay posted up on this. Really hard for G2 to waterfall out of heaven.
Gap in this smoke though. See the eyes trained, so luckily
Ping on the map.
G2 don't walk towards it.
I think the concern that they could have slipped middle now or maybe through sewer is there, but it's something on this deep line.
Rightfully so, there's 3 towards B main right now.
Oh, this guy looks locked in on it too. They just seem so unaware. Full confidence from PRX to not back away or surrender on this line. He's actually had another go! And another body drops! Oh, good luck. I don't think Leaf can save you in this one. He's gonna try, but what a shot! I couldn't even see Leaf's head in that. It's all on Valen 1v3, but Paper X, I've got to say it, they're looking pretty nice to me, yeah. 5 rounds, they are in the lead.
This is going to be the approach now for G2 on the buy round as well. Put a little more pressure towards mid. I mean, Jogger just had a real rough go of things to kick this off, sitting at 2 and 9. Desperately trying to create some space, and yeah, I mean, it amounts to a, where is his head there?
Yeah, we're taking off.
What?
Beheaded.
Yeah, unfortunately, G2, they're finding these trades, but the purchase not really suiting them there. They can't really scale into heaven. Unfortunately, Paper X, said 3 players stacked towards that side of the map.
3 players stacked again towards middle. They are getting into the right places here. They've got a great read, and Baby Bay eviscerated. Paper X laughing at G2's poor imitation as Valen. You gonna show me something? You got an ace. That's the bar.
That's what you got to do to find a response here.
And look who's in sewer.
Yeah, there's no way he's expecting this.
Good luck. He's got the gun out. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. 6-4, man. Paper X, they are in the right places, Mike.
Their groove now. Smolter has started to come back online for G2. Unfortunately, I mean, the adjustment here is clearly to find some space towards mid. A couple of rounds now, we've seen examples, but Paper X is so well equipped. And actually, the response on the other side of the maps as well.
How is he mad at this?
I mean, he's always pissed about something.
True. Got to throw a pen, slam a desk, do something. But it's done so well. It's broken the buy of G2. They haven't found a clean solution. You said it right.
I mean, he's always pissed about something.
Moments, but it's just been moments.
I was going to say, now look at it, there's 3 players for Paper X. To greet this mid push, Baby Bay dancing with death there.
Yeah, look, he is a selfless player, and in these rounds, I don't mind him going for something a bit more high risk, I guess. But there's no one else able to scale up behind him on these sort of things. Uh-oh. Oh, you lucky boy.
Unfortunately, Paper X will get ahead of potentially this drift into B here. TP committed.
G2 don't look sure where they want it.
No, I mean, they're left guessing now in terms of the rotation timings. Really got solid information on the whereabouts of anybody on the side of Paper X. Haven't confirmed what the stack in mid is, and Paper X are happy to just drift back between heaven. They're divide and nested here. Forsaken.
Shoulders. No fear. Why would he? Postures up for a bit, dips away. Plans known. Player spotted. Jorgamo again, man. Just can't get into the game, and you can see maybe a run and gun will save you, but can you still withhold? Can you still do any more? Baby Bay putting up some work here, taking away Jing. It's a 3v3. Okay, Plant's now in. You've got my attention. Try and keep it. It's still stingers. It's still tough. And they're already getting through towards Pillar. An unorthodox post-plant becomes pretty paramount, but they can't land it. And it's on Valen in, again, an unwinnable spot. Paper X are a cut above.
Just not enough pressure in this situation. Again, no full control of Heavy. You can see the late round plan here. Something able to just completely negate that. Barely breaks a sweat. Even though this is a crucial kill, but the trade is instantaneous from Envy. It just looks so easy for something in some of these situations. Everybody else frantically running around, something's just posted. He knows their win condition in the post plant is to get back into window.
And look at the run around, look at him. And it felt good for G2 at the start. I think we all got a little bit curious about it, but now what a different tale it has become. They're not even of 2 halves yet. However, look towards ramp early. Something again, he is just ever present, it feels like.
Seen a hand as well.
Yeah, doesn't land the shot this time, but still gonna have to rescind away towards that CT side, but G2 still need to get towards sight. Oh, that's gonna help. Divide going down, okay. That's at least a plant on the cards.
Paper X funneling back through CT. Baby Bay still towards ramp, but he's taken out the 10 HP. He can't really contest here.
Oh!
Actually, talking about way ahead of the curve.
Yeah, that felt way out of timing, and something's going to see a lot of information here. Valen looking vulnerable and looking to be punished. Bounds out of it as G2 starting to struggle here. Trent and Baby Bay, you gotta lock in and do something absolutely filthy. It ain't gonna work. Trent in a 1v3, we've seen this so often now. Different end, same story. Something
back through CT. Baby Bay still.
Story. Do something absolutely, truly composed in chaos. Truly exceptional read so far from PRX, and this one turned around, Mike. Those first 3 rounds, I thought G2 were in control, and boy, was I wrong.
Can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars.
Not how it works.
Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
They're not even gonna get like 5 rounds in a car. I mean, on defense, like G2 not gonna get 5 rounds in defense. So.
To 4 in favor to PRX. Are you surprised?
Yeah, I am, honestly. I mean, G2, again, they're looking to execute these very, very well-structured post plants, but PRX were able to, like I said, find a kill or two that completely disrupted the game plan. Time and time again, we were seeing these plants where it relies on somebody being in a specific position, guaranteeing heaven control. PRX is able to get in and amongst them, like I said, in that key window, the 5 to 10 seconds after the plant, where G2 are caught off guard. They're committing to engagements you wouldn't necessarily want to see them. There's no stall to buy their time to then reposition. It's this previous example here, Baby Bay solo, 10 HP, the one to hold down the fort on ramp, when this plant is tailor-made for heaven control.
It is a bit bizarre, isn't it? Because it feels like a lot of the theories there for G2, but as you said, that almost that intuitive approach from PRX by finding that pinpoint that just completely disrupts everything. It certainly caught my eye, but we flip sides now, right? And I don't think it's any easier facing PRX on attack.
No, I mean, again, it all depends on what PRX are going to tap into here. Might just be an open B site to kick things off for them. G2 are making exploration elsewhere on the map. Obviously, Trent will hear the retreating steps. Again, with the setup here, it's not really going to draw a rotation, cause any issues for G2. And how aggressive do Paper? Well, I'm seeing 4 walk and spawn.
What's that? What's that,
well
Michael? I do wonder how aggressive they will get. I think Trent's also quite curious. Oh dear, Trent. There's a firing squad. You've done well on Divide, but do you think about the other 3? It doesn't matter if you think it or not. They are still there. They're still going to land the shots in V. Oh no, George.
No, not 2.
No!
G2 getting embarrassed here on this pistol.
I don't want to see it again.
The confirmation of very, very heavy presence towards spawn. Jorgamos just caught completely off guard, and Baby Bay struggling to pin this down when Envy catches the stun. Baby Bay on the reload there?
It looked like it, but what's he been fighting?
He hit the COD reload. Well, that's not a good indicator for the start of the second half.
God. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Can you?
Nope. Oh, made me feel funny. Okay, just maybe a chill round. We just, you know, stack heaven, boys. All good for PRX. If they're already laughing, I feel like
you're in trouble.
We've lost.
You're in trouble.
Guys, we need 3 more timeouts if possible. And they bounce, okay, and something gets away! And then the paranoia slows them down. G2 can't catch a break.
No.
Nothing is going to work for them like this.
Baby Bay down to 1 HP.
Oh, goddamn.
Only classics to work with, and PRX now looking to find the space up towards ramp. Trent will be tasked with finding, well, I mean, he's got to find 2 here.
Easy.
He has to.
Yeah, that is the bar. Do you get a chance? There you go, shot. Jaws found Forsaken. They can't follow that up. Trent has.
Hang on.
Has. This was not the round! Where the hell has that just come from?
Yeah, but Jing is gonna catch it.
From embarrassing to brilliant in the matter of a round. You've got Jing now in a 1v3, and Jaw ain't gonna lose that!
4 kills, finally. Jorgamo shows his hand, and what a round to do it on. Again, I was looking for Trent to be the one to catch something here, but what was that?
Nah.
To catch something here, but what a round to do it on. Again, I was looking for Trent to be the one to catch something here, but what was that?
Nah. Did we?
No, we're just gonna
replay late? Is he playing a different game than mine?
That is ridiculous from Jorg.
Nice. They took a whole lot more than that. Bloody hell.
You might win this one or say, to be honest,
I was half checked out of that round. Guess I'm paying attention again. PRX though on the Sheriffs. Well, 2 and I think an Outlaw in the mix. Yeah, Jing and something both for the Outlaw as well. Okay. Excuse me, the Bandit. Lee, gonna find Divine.
maybe.
So far, no huge issues. See how much they can keep up here though, because G2 don't really have the ability to lose these weapons.
Going to be funneling back in here towards 8. Valorant's actually posted for this, with Devi falling. Difficult to cut these sight lines now. Jorgamo probably a little more eager to go forwards.
There he is.
5-2.
Let him off the leash.
And just like that, Jorgamo gets himself up to double digits here on a flawless follow-up here for G2.
There are a lot of individual components on this G2 side.
G2.
There are a lot of individual components on this G2 side.
Follow-up here for G2.
A very different scenario we have to consider. And it feels like, again, this round, he's been let to go forward. He's been let to feel that confidence a touch more. Take a fight, find what you can. Operators in hand for something, however, coming into this one, round 16. At 9-6, PRX still with comfort.
9-6.
Something to explore mid initially. Maybe waiting for a player or 2 to show their hand on the side of G2, but immediately PRX drift away from A.
Yeah,
they were just anticipating, just hard waiting for an engagement here, but...
Look at Jaw, though.
Yeah, Jaw's posted.
Yeah, he's holding this. Not actively on the deeper angle, but pretty darn close towards that B main push-up. Yeah, you can see him shouldering, and they're looking to clear.
So go back out!
Oh, okay. But why not? I mean, now he should be dead to rights! He still gets another! Grabs Envy down to his grave, but something's taken mid-space. So the B site is so vulnerable. There's only one player on it, but they don't know this.
But problem being Leafs right here with the judge. Find himself an upgrade if he wants it. Trent now tasked to hold down the rest of B site here. Jing actually transitioned through.
Yeah, Jing's gone in on this. Looking to be an X factor. Can't find it. Trent's got him. It's on Forsaken in a 1v4. 35 seconds. Finds one on the left. 28 HP. That's a lot to ask.
30 seconds left.
Give me another for free and I'll pay attention. Paranoia not going to help out the matter. Baby Bay's there. And G2 started to find a bit of rhythm.
Yeah, not shying away from these ballsy
that
engagements.
Second
Jorgamo
fight
is on an island here.
I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna do it again.
Like even here, it's such an awkward peak to go back onto that sushi angle. Deals with the Prowler, then finds in such an awkward peak to go back onto that sushi angle. Deals with
that
the
second
Jorgamo
fight.
But he just picked him.
Well, there's your X factor.
This is cool.
Now you're looking at the finances for PRX here. It's going to be in a bit of a curious spot. They have the ult with Jing as well. 2 away from Invis. They've got options on the horizon, but you are opening the door for G2 to start building up.
Certainly here, an opportunity to further the lead. Again for PRX, what the adjustment will be coming out of this. Not necessarily going to have the opportunity in terms of the inventory here. All right, Jorgamo straight up to 12 kills. It's in the blink of an eye. It's not the one you'd expect to be Smeek. It's not even really Smeeking.
Nah.
It's
Spin jaw.
just swinging.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to not enjoy watching when Jorgamo is like this as well. Like, even historically, he has been one of the X Factor players that when that rhythm is right, when everything starts to line up and gets allowed a bit more room.
I think the Des nailed this as well. It's like, well, he'll still put up numbers, but I don't think we're seeing him back at the peaks.
No. Not even close. Right, when everything starts to line up and get on coming into an international event. And right now, I'd say Forsaken was kind of the lead of that conversation. But I mean, pick your poison at that point. It's upswings. Now, something somewhat on a downturn, however, will be the finances. 2 Sheriffs, Bandit, Stingers, but in the hands of PRX.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, never tell me the odd sort of team. So Sight will be theirs.
That reveal is huge! How's he not going to give us that? I mean, a load of damage, but...
What the hell?
Commits to the spray and just seems to only really tag something down.
Okay, Leaf's got the Sheriff out because the judge just ain't going to do it, apparently. Envy with the Stinger.
What?
Not great at range, though.
Yeah.
Not great at range. I'm scared. I don't know why I'm scared. I shouldn't be scared. Look at the HP. Forsaken, 26 HP. Trent's just cleared Divide. Baby bait.
Oh my god.
Handles them swiftly. All right, G2.
I'm not entirely sure where the rest of Trent's clip went there, to be honest with you.
Great question. If you find out,
They
let me know.
reinforced that box.
Right. I always want to see on the replay where the hell all those shots went.
Well handled. Maybe just on the crouch away here for that. That is crazy that he didn't do more damage to that because the reveal is well handled.
At least 2.
All those shots went.
Well handled. Maybe just on the crouch away here for that. That is crazy, to be honest with you.
Great question. We have Jing and Envy with the ults.
No, looking to just roll the dice once more, but faith in this B site here. Same reveal goes up, doesn't really catch anything this time around. No spam available. Have to respect the pressure of this showstopper. Spike going to go down super early.
Spike planted.
Feels like we've been here before.
Yeah.
Ult gonna catch maybe 3. I'm not sure if we call the one towards heaven, but Forsaken to take that time. And
tried to get a TP off on the sound cut, but forced to cancel.
And this is now super sketchy. Look how close by this is. Welcome to Chaos. Just waiting for the goer here, and it's going to be Baby Bait to try and break the line of sight. Allows Trent then to play forward. Forsaken on the swing, going to get down 2. Divide up next. Has the fight towards CT, gets 1. But Trent and Leaf fighting back all on Envy.
God,
and Leaf has just gone nuclear.
All right, he's had a judge for the last few rounds. He's happy to pull out a Sheriff in the retake. Land 3 shots. God,
and Leaf has just gone
Someone says PRX I beat in G.
nuclear.
All right, he's had a judge.
Has the fight towards CT, gets 1. But Trent and Leaf fighting back all on Envy.
God,
and Leaf has just gone nuclear.
All right, he's had a judge for the last few rounds. He's happy to pull out a Sheriff in the retake. Land 3 shots. What was that?
Show me that POV, man. Ooh. Okay. And the last? Yeah. Okay. And the last? Yeah. Okay. And the last? Yeah. Jing gonna be down on 45. Not actively holding. Encourage them though. It only makes them scarier. With less on heaven, a little bit deeper from Trent. There's bodies here. That's the scary factor. But I guess something has, Forsaken's managed to make it through vents, so they might have a decent idea about this. Valen's patience will not be rewarded. If anything, just sets up Jorgamo to die. So Valen, you better be on the money now, my friend. Yeah, okay, you are. You really are. That's 3. The paranoia comes from heaven, and Divide gets to work. But it's only Divide. A 1v2. And again, this team never tell me the odds. It's PRX. What do you do with this? Can you find a fair fight? Ooh, he's thinking about
Yeah,
that.
it's
Oh,
considering it.
oh, that's
Well, hang on.
Baby Bay. Never
No!
tell
What?
me the odds. This team makes the impossible possible over and over again.
What was that for a G2? They're getting the bait to break the crosshair placement here. Baby Bay commits
Where's
to
the
it in.
spacing, bro? You can't let him
They
do
just
that.
set it up for him.
If we just
I don't crosshair play. Maybe they think he's going to plant Heaven's side. I mean, Alex still pissed off. Just like
standard. That could be from any round, win or loss, you never know. But
bit of a
what?
fumble there.
A bit? That's nightmare fuel. Oh God. That's a crack showing and a half, right? The foundation's going to be rocked off that. Can you recover? Device certainly not going to allow it. Already going to find Baby Bait and open up the avenue towards this A site as Jorgamo is getting to work. The one who gave them that spark to get back will get him a kill in this. Divide gone, backline broken for now. Can't really springboard towards site. Needs something else, and Leaf can't bring it, but Valen can. Quick swing from Jing. He doesn't allow it to go out of control, but the spike could be an issue. Yeah, especially when Jorgamo is going to get involved. Trent couldn't get the timing right. It's all on Jor, and he can't do it alone. Two standing for PRX, and now so close to map one in their hands.
I mean, completely flipped this now on its head. I mean, G2 are still going to have money, yes, but they're going to have to rely on Jorgamo on a Bucky and an ult. And two crazy responses here from PRX to find 11 and have G2 up against the ropes. Got the divide. Divide still has the pit. Oh, I think PRX probably smell blood in the water in terms of a little bit of freedom towards A.
Oh, there is no mercy here, Jing! Oh, there's no one quite like him when he gets going. Ram's his. 12 might be theirs too. Trent, desperate belief. Calm and control, gonna find both of them.
Valen's still tucked into A site as well. Haven't carried the spike across just yet. They haven't known his position either.
Yeah, this could still be a problem. It is. Valen going to keep them very much in hand here and make that site just feel inaccessible. Envy and Forsaken's options become very slim, but with 50 seconds. Wait, Trent's just been caught. Do they second guess? Because look at the positioning from Leaf.
I think now Valen give up the space, allow Leaf some time to get into the back lines. Although he's playing for the rotation from Sua. Gonna wait out the plant here potentially. Don't want to see Valen commit to this.
Oh, God. You can smell the desperation.
Yeah,
it's foul seeing this because they're a better team than this, but G2 look rocked to their absolute core as PRX running rings around them now.
And G2 is close to flat out broke. What a crazy flip here from round 19. Oh, you won.
You got it.
You're on that point. What a crazy flip here from round 19. What a crazy flip here from round 19. Round 19. That 1v2 from Divide certainly will leave a sour taste in the mouth. They will string together a purchase, yes, but look at what we're seeing on screen here. It's two judges for G2, some gaps in util. Leaf one away from the pit. You have other tools at their disposal, 3 ultimates to be exact.
I'm still just getting over the way the last couple of these rounds have been going down. I expect
G2 was sitting on like 3 or 4K on a couple of players as a cushion behind a full buy. I believe round 19 was what, maybe a rifle or 2? I can't even remember what the buy was, but just like that, this entire second half flipped on his head.
And I know we expect a little from PRX in their playstyle, but it's the fact that G2 in the moments where I really key into their fundamentals, their capability to play out those late rounds, they've been making some questionable choices that have come to haunt them. Now it's down to this, round 22. And it looks like the A site is where PRX want, and we tend to know they get what they want, and that's the start. Jaw, I think he's just jumped on someone's head potentially then, but he has taken down Jing. So still with a 4v3, PRX have a man to the good.
Something looking to potentially catch somebody into vents here. Again, PRX haven't shied away from this. They're still stacked up. G2 actually rotating elsewhere. Even Baby Beta
It's done.
maybe catch somebody.
They don't have the cheat. It's all done.
Being a little overzealous in terms of heaven control, but Forsaken now will be able to reveal that. Baby Beta has to cancel it. Revealed by the Prowler as well and forced away.
Yeah, he's been bullied off this. PRX forcing space. Trent's a mile off, but he's trying to get over here, but the site's going to be lost in the meantime.
It's effectively the green light. And now what? It's a Bucky for Baby Bait. No abilities, and something just finds a freebie.
He's clean with it as well, and Trent's position becomes what feels like expected, but no, does manage to catch off something, but a 2v3 now.
Upgrade.
Guanyu's close, but you're right, upgrades here. Can they get past Forsaken? The first challenger on the way. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and Envy secures it. That felt too easy to close.
I mean, GT were teed up here in terms of the economy, in terms of the momentum of this. It's that 1v2 from Divide that completely shatters this map.
Yeah, shattered like glass. That has got to be a gut punch for G2, but a dream for PRX, closing out map 1.
Let's go. He's hunting down that title!
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
And they fold it in his hands yet again! He steps up to the plate, and he can knock this one out of the park! Now they shall be engraved alongside the greats!
I'm with you, GB. I want a map 3. I'm just a little nervous. We're not going to get there. But Mike, has the map changed your mind? The comp changed your mind? Or is map 1 just that little too bright?
I mean, map 1 is maybe shifting my expectation a little bit. Seeing the comp change here makes absolute sense. I personally love the Vice here on Corrode. I think it's probably a good answer to most of the double duelists. But again, just this being a little bit quirky from G2 in terms of the comp.
Yeah.
We're testing the homework of PRX.
I like that, a little offbeat, just going to put them through their real paces here. And we go back in. G2 starting out on the attacking side, PRX on the defense. That one, if you missed it, well, you should watch it back, 13-9. But it's directed approach from G2, really not pulling many punches on this.
Themselves right up towards A, wide open for the taking here. PRX already resorting towards a retake setup. 4 towards spawn here, though.
Yeah, Jorgamo's, oh gosh, I got a little bit sketchy on the back pedal, but Babybase, he's having a bit of a rough one, to say the very least. But PRX now looking to try and pressure this further. Jorgamo down on 24, still standing guard, still standing duty, but again, just blow for blow, Mike. They're just 1-for-1 trading out on this.
Alan spotted, but he still gets the kill!
How's he getting away with it? Forsaken goes down, and now it's something in Divide. They've got sight, but that doesn't really give them the defuse, so they have to dig a bit deeper. And yeah, Trent just going to be bounding on the corner. It's not going to go further. It got low, but it is theirs.
And nearly fine enough more they can chew towards CT. Said 4 bodies stacked up there, but the isolation onto Jing by Valen absolutely crucial. Again, the paranoia is what really sets things in motion for them. That's a ridiculous kill from Valen, by the way.
Yeah. You're not meant to be doing that, if I'm honest. But they need a bit of it, right? Get it feeling right again.
Yeah, I mean, after map 1, you're looking for just like comfy, confident play here from G2, because I'm tapping into what Josh was saying. Again, their PRX's play style getting a little better into a loud crowd audience, right?
True.
The comms get a little chaotic.
Sound cues get a little quieter, and speaking of chaos, it is exactly, well, not how you expected to go down, but in maybe the way you did. I don't know, this is bizarre. We're down to a 2v2. There's a Sheriff and a Classic, and it seems just as likely they win as the one who's got the bye.
Jing's actually plucked a Bulldog from the fray here. Divide on a Sheriff. I mean, Valen's stacked down to 74. He's still healthy, but it's a Guardian.
Yeah, they've fully disconnected.
Yeah, anticipating G2 slipped the net elsewhere. Probably looking for Leaf.
Yeah, I guess it is a common thread, isn't it, right?
Yeah, not going to find him at all.
Playing with the
get a comfortable plant here.
It's just Divide's position.
Hang on, what can Divide pick up here? I mean, he's got a Sheriff.
Which is already pretty good, considering what he was doing on map 1 with this sort of thing.
What's on the ground here, though?
It's a great question, because they wouldn't have had time to really police much. They didn't want to make sound cues, so smoking off main, trying to bait this forward, right? Trying to be rather evasive and elusive. 3 bullets. That is your curse and blessing all at the same time. Jing does need to keep their attention here, though, as the penny will drop. And there he is. Jing happy to go in, but it's Leaf to find a fight. Jing on 19 is not going to get a look in. G2, keep it cool, keep it calm, even if it's costly.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Envy swinging out here, getting 2 kills with a Classic, by the way.
Not what I expected.
I'm not sure exactly what gets caught in the choke point. A ton of bodies there. Jing with the first hit. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Still, G2 navigate their way to a second round. And already up to 5-0. Just 1 off the Divide. Something.
3 again.
I mean, reading this pretty well in terms of the purchase here.
Something was absolute menace with any scope weapon. Valen takes a tag. Yeah, he actually gets taken down to 10. He was one of the very few with a bit more to play with, but Valen going to be maybe trying to brave this forward. Healed up as best he can be. But they may not fancy this. Maybe looking for other options now. Need to start checking down that utility list, clearing this on the other side of the map.
Slower approach here from G2, obviously, considering the purchase. When the Guardians, the closest 2 rifles they have.
Jim. He's actually walked middle, pop flash. He can kind of shift walk away, almost imply that Envy was the catch, as G2 going to be on their toes here. Envy playing a great game top middle, but gets outdone. Jing, though, swings into effect, and finds two!
Spike down mid.
And now the problems start as Jorgamo and Valen are left in no man's land, adrift in middle. They've chosen the right side, but it's Forsaken standing there as Valen will power forward. He's maybe going to be able to get a plant.
Definitely will. It's an upgrade as well.
Doesn't know how much time he has.
Yeah, I mean, Jing down to 21 HP, does have the recharge, but there's a double flank coming through.
He's picked which side he wanted to take a stand on. It's something leading the fray, and he takes his head, but the trade, quick with it, Divide there in unison.
Through a ton of damage done. Maybe 2 rifles maintained here for PRX. Again, the byproduct of only saving 2 Guardians across previously from G2, so you could argue they have a slight advantage here. Jorgamo just following all the way up to top mid here. Very aggressive take. PRX will prevent a bonus though. Jorgamo and Valen already on ultimates.
Yeah, I want to see what the implementation of Jor is in this and how it looks on that ISO.
Well, it was heating up towards the end of split. We talked about how well, a slower first half, but again, creating space and just offering trades up for the rest of G2. Pace of take here towards mid though.
Yeah, not really making any subtleties to this, and there has been a catch and there has been a loss. Jor gonna lose the fight, but Baby Bay on the trade. Forsaken down on 27, has to respect this to an extent, but G2 still cautious on the scale up.
Yeah. Obviously note Forsaken's damage, but they don't
like
actually
it.
push through. I mean, look at the presence from something towards mid
yeah,
here.
I'm a little nervous that is going to really find extreme amounts of value. But Forsaken going to take away Leaf, so now the options get less and less. It's a 4v4, and the map is getting smaller. Something on this flank can keep so much space, alleviate some of the worries and concerns of Elbow potentially. But the timing is just right, and now Forsaken can get involved, and he does! PRX just smothering G2.
G2 just get themselves stuck in a position where it's semi-committed, right? There's no comfortable option to pivot back into mid. And even here, I mean, so clean from Forsaken. Who, by the way, finds another kill down at 27 HP.
This just doesn't seem right, does it? It doesn't seem right, but he's good. I mean, you kind of were that round, I'll give you that. I will absolutely let you have that. But 2 apiece. G2's money now going to start feeling the pinch.
Something better. I mean, Baby Bay stuck on this bucky, it feels like. Try and pick up the pace once more. Get him in a position, Baby Bay will find Forsaken.
All right, the account's open.
Move some of the security in terms of the setup here. Actually, investment further here, but Divide shuts down Leaf.
Now they're hitting today. Divide still allowed to patrol and do damage. Goes back for seconds. Didn't even get him on the first try. You can see G2 scurrying away, trying to play this post plant. But what do you have to play with here? And look at Envy, just stylish on the corner to allow for the trades. Baby Bay is not going to have a look in. PRX finding comfort. I need to see more from G2. I know that was a lighter buy, but I need to find some stability because PRX, since they've gone to these buys, Mike, they have looked solid.
Investment from Divide as well. I'm not sure if maybe anticipating an upgrade or two, but we'll take it for the round win for sure. Beautiful catch from Baby Bay here. Unfortunately, Divide just allowed to exist here towards Elbow. Prevents G2 from really taking firmer control of site. A couple of times now that, I mean, PRX not necessarily feeling the heat in terms of these A site hits, so G2 switching things up now. Poised to maybe catch contact somewhere. I mean, look how deep G2 are playing outside B, though.
Yeah, maybe expecting aggression here. They're waiting incredibly deep. Maybe with something Zolt.
I mean, yeah, something's ready to go, and G2 are actually drifting back this direction.
This could be a massacre. the second any util comes in, do they just spring the trap?
The worst possible thing as well for the...
Look at the wall. I mean, this is going to be a problem to try and get past. It is a 1-for-1 trade out, so something going down is actually open up a chance of... Oh, well, there goes the chance. Just hold down mouse 1, run the wall, and hope for the best.
He just gifted a second here.
What's the
It's
plan,
down to just Trent and
G2?
Baby Bait.
I'm a little bit left wanting on this, because I've put G2 in a place in my mind where they had maybe a little bit more to say about some of these rounds, but Forsaken's had enough. That's 4, and it's looking all too simple. A love note, a love letter to Santiago already from PRX, sitting with comfort in this.
Yeah, I'll come back to the same thing. Barely breaking a sweat in some of these situations. Here, Leaf's just desperate to get behind the divide, maybe not even reading the kill feed ahead of Watts found that first kill, but yeah, PRX just looking firmly in the groove. 2 obviously going to call a timeout here, something not clicking.
I'm not sure what it is really. I don't think this adjustment's impossible to get a grip on. I like that there's been a small change here and there, but also the issue, you look at it, I don't know if you guys can see it, you can. The ult's coming through, Mike, the money that's building. PRX are a cut above. On that, I don't know.
Sightlines early, but
Heaven too.
it is something
To go
13-2, but all it.
for pause.
And you'd hope, again, that's not even to say it's not a very
Really?
different game, especially if you looked at
Up.
like I said, you have to assume so. The desk even highlighted how quickly they were happy to call it. And you'd hope, that's not even
Now, is
yeah,
it
very
really?
different guys, especially if you looked at the G2 bots.
Well, yes, which you imagine you would be coming into this. It's not unexpected on the desk. It caused us to certainly pause for thought. Crafted, it's the best of both worlds, it feels like. These doesn't quite...
And they take...
Not to know. But still, there has to be a couple of adjustments. Now, again, we've seen the early examples from G2. They've got, good plans well made, but it's, again, those post...
them a little deeper, but those 2 kills coming through as early as they did. I mean, you see it straight on the defuse. Cool.
Yeah,
we know they're laying in heaven, yeah.
We got the round. That was the win con, easily identified and exploited, and reward found. Speaking of early timeouts, this is quick. In succession, G2 do not want to give momentum to PRX. In such a lower end round, but Envy, the backbone, comes in with the Odin and cleans the site, leaving Leaf and Jaw cautiously step towards it.
We get the plant here, but Jaw's going to be caught. Nope. Spike down now. Just Leaf in a 1v3, Guardian in hand.
And this just feels like what we've seen before. Not all that threatening, not all that hard to handle. A little bit of a battle at the start. Maybe I felt a bit too far from PRX, but hey, they're not looking like they're feeling any pressure.
No. Again, happy to almost risk giving away some of these weapons early on, but it's 2 for 2. This push out from A main. Envy, again, happy to sit back on these steeper lines. Yeah, maybe Baby Bay gets an upgrade there, but he's so far ahead, he can't hold off PRX with a stinger in that situation.
No. Well, hopefully this is what the timeout was for. Jaw's got ult, which is kind of what we expected out of all the players, and it's Pacey up middle, trying to do what they can. Something standing guard and gets taken, snatched away, and Jaw needs to win this. He really needs to win this. He does this time. So something goes down, but obviously the trade then comes out. Forsaken not going to let it go away. It's a 4v4, and the pack starts to rotate. But look end towards middle. Jinx still working on 10 HP. Still holding ground. They need to win this site out 3v3.
We're looking for Leaf to find something here.
And it's all about timing.
Did.
And
found everything.
Leaf found a whole lot. Those 2 kills were critical. Key in potentially breaking and bucking the trend here. Divide is gone down, and Leaf gives them a round. They needed that.
4 left standing as well, something to maybe
Spring through walls like Brock.
offset the financial.
Leaf gives.
Unfortunately, they just can't scale up the space ahead of this ultimate, so you even noted Jing in a very deep position here. Able to find a response here, 5 unanswered now. Finally. Put one up, Pit available for Leaf.
It still feels like there's a sense of levity with G2, but I wonder how long that lasts as this game goes on. Baby Bay left very much ahead, and then all completely off. Jing just gets a freebie on Jorgamo. I don't know if they thought that Baby Bay had complete security or there was a smoke in play, but that feels sloppy.
I mean, this take generally looks good with the ISO and the waylay, but a little off sync. Valorant now will be noted. Again, look at something's position now with an operator.
Gonna spot him out. Gonna try and gap close, but the scale then gets stopped. You can see it, the stall is here. They fall back into a slightly deeper position on towards elbow. They give up front sight, but the plant's still not in play, and they're looking for a pick, really. I'd be very surprised if PRX give them anything.
Again, they're in just such a weird position now. Forsaken exploring outside B. Might even catch the backside if they don't pick up the pace here.
It's getting 40 seconds. It does get a little bit closer if they haven't fully committed. They want to try and scale up through middle. Jing is going to fall, but then look at Forsaken. Is his timing right? No, they've already gone past. He's read that. He's going to be in an unorthodox position. The other two a little bit irrelevant to outcome for now. But how does Forsaken play this? Does he want to just keep that space? Maybe the lack of presence was enough of an indicator. Baby went looking, but the plant goes in! Forsaken dropping bodies! Trent's on the site. Oh, brilliant from Trent. Great timing on the wall going up there, just giving him a little bit of a shot in the dark. Oh, and a shot in the back for Leaf. As Trent left with it all to do, a 1v2, and something's been on a heater. And he still is! You don't get away with it against PRX. Diffuse comes in, and that is 6 rounds in their name.
You see the cogs turning for something. Again, just noting Leaf's position and getting a catch on the plant location as well. PRX read this beautifully. Forsaken just gives everything and more. It's just fantastic from PRX.
They're a pleasure to watch when they're playing like this. Truly. They've kept G2 humbled in this, and they've not looked comfortable at all, Michael. I feel like I haven't noted the identity, the personality of how they want to play this. They haven't looked good on these side takes. They've been struggling. So are the finances. As the buy is far from perfect, but they can fashion something together, but they need to find their rhythm, and right about now.
Yeah, I mean, if they look to explore mid again, certainly something we noted previously, have to clean up that synergy towards top mid. Gonna test Forsaken once more.
I wouldn't. Out of all the players, I bloody wouldn't. And you can see, take the evac, get out of there. Envy now in support. Valen, great work. Clears Forsaken, and the site becomes available. I say that for now, as Jing is still standing guard. Denies this feeling again in any sort of comfortable way. A 2v2. Possible for both. Necessary for G2.
Good info on the Seekers, though.
Draw. Actually going to shoot a little early on that and going to fall away now.
Now something has to be the one to find the opener here. You don't want to see Jorgamo or Trent expose themselves to an angle.
Time's ticking though. You can hear it. They got to go, and they got to go now. Jorgamo going to see the first, get himself ready. Something toying with him, but Jorgamo outdoes him this time. The device options are 0 here. G2 have broken a bit of a run now. Got themselves back in the game.
Pace change for G2. They could just brawl out towards B initially. Like, PRX were maybe going to be able to stop that, but much more confident take here. Jing, I mean, he's done well to find Baby Bay and Valen here. The numbers just favouring G2.
Yeah.
And they're going to come back in with a divide here, and top of the scoreboard for him. Divide also. Nothing else really on the cards for PRX. Well, once more, something actually. Slight overstep here. The wall will be taken away very early as well.
Yeah, that was about 1 minute 30. So they've got run of the map. They've got a man to that they're good. Can they manipulate any rotations? Can they maybe force Divide to feel less comfortable? But he seems to be happy enough on his solo endeavors, as Envy will catch a good amount of information here.
Not necessarily telling in terms of the end goal for G2.
They're being very direct in this. Now, Forsaken's curiosity is peaking, though. And, oh, he's a bit caught. Oh, he's playing a really dangerous game, Mike.
He knows he's got a 1v1 here, though.
Trent might know that now too. Trent, are you ready for this one? Forsaken doesn't find him in time, and it's getting a bit weird. 50 seconds here.
Divide invested in, with 2 players ahead of that, they can confirm there's no presence towards Meanwhile, Paper X slowly making progress. It's draws so much attention. Like you said, the site falling on the backside of that.
9-5. Oh, 9-3.
G2, unfortunately, have to dig their heels in a little bit. The site falling on the backside of that.
7-5 to 9-5. Yes, nice. You can just
Paper will find a freebie.
There he is.
Okay.
Baby. I want to see him do well, but how has Forsaken gotten here unchecked? He gets checked, right? Jorgum.
Oh, the timing's heartbreaking.
Oh, this is actually.
Trent's at least looking back that way. He's.
Yeah, but
Oh, now he's
distracted by the
dogging.
dog.
Now he's dogging.
Forsaken's got a freebie, and they're going to get the site. The only one who can deny it is going to be Jorgamo on the cross, but he's going to be warded away by the smokes. He's going to put down some utility, but Forsaken's off the leash. He's already deeper than they expect. Balance on well, but Forsaken, Divide, putting up numbers again, and Leaf left behind the curve. You can't let Forsaken do this to you. Leaf, you got anything to save G2 right now? It's close.
Yeah, slowed on the way in, but this would be an insane clutch here in the 1v2 for Leaf.
He needs to be fearless in this one, but Paper X aren't letting this go. It's again Forsaken space, Mike. Felt like the start and end on this round.
Yeah, you can see Trent's conscious.
Look at it, look at
He was
how annoyed he
conscious
is.
that somebody could have slipped through on a timing like that.
And he had to do the dog. He had to check the start and end on this round. Be fearless in this one, but Paper X aren't letting this go. It's again Forsaken space, Mike. Felt like the start and end on this round.
Yeah, you can see Trent's conscious.
Look at it, look at
He was
potentially
11 rounds for Paper X. They have Devi's ult, Forsaken's ult. It's just stacking against them now.
It starts to feel like insurmountable odds. It starts to feel like the road's too long, too hard. I just want to see a spark of life from G2. Someone to ignite something, right? Give me something of that. I look at Jaw because we saw a little bit of it on map 1, right? But I don't know if this is even the map to be able to do it on in that same sort of way, playing the ISO. We haven't seen.
Well, I mean, the finances are so fragile now that it's like I said
dare
previously,
go for it?
You don't want to see G2 to be the ones to take the initiative, but you never want to be in a situation where you let Paper X just hit you on a site. You don't.
It's got to be part of the conversation.
Then you think back to losing out on some of these clutches, and hearing Josh allude to maybe having issues here in terms of the crowd and not being able to compose themselves, that's very concerning. That's very concerning to hear.
And I know it's almost the light answer sometimes in those sort of question and answers we do in between the break, but it is a little bit more condemning than maybe they'd like. Again, you're going to face teams who are comfortable here. If you want
should have just played the previous style.
to be aiming for those crowns, question and answers we do. Does Paper X show you exactly how the hell it's done? And they are on the hunt. Something now made to punish. And he's got complete freedom up middle.
It's just wide open.
God, they found the pressure point again.
This B-side pinch is going to catch G2 completely off guard.
This could be the nail in the coffin, couldn't it? Start of the end. Spotted,
Oh,
but now you're feeling surrounded.
yeah, not caught off guard, but what do you do here?
It's an unpleasant feeling. It feels impending.
Paper X reading the G2 will try and get behind this.
Nice.
It's a 2-for-1 for G2.
That's actually a great trade and recoverable weapons. That's good. Jaw? No, he goes on an individual swing. Oh, no. We're seeing individual errors that I just don't want to be seeing at this level. I don't care who it is. That's not good enough. As Envy and Something have complete freedom on that site. They can get the plant, reposition for the post.
A little bit of util to work with as well between Paper X, but Envy might just catch Valen here. Trying to set himself up in the back lines. Will catch a glimpse. Valen actually doing a ton of damage. Envy, 1 HP.
He doesn't care though. He's got no fear to the way they're playing. They're happy to take risks and overstay fights, and it's comfortable again. Paper X on a slow and steady march at the cost of G2's chances here.
Trailing by 6 now.
And even if they wanted to double down on that B lane, do it together, man.
Yeah. Giacomo's just...
So alone.
Yeah.
And Baby Bay was there.
He still has the opportunity. Again, tank a shot. Play for the trade in this situation. They get both upgrades, I believe, outside
I think so.
main.
Yeah, I'm almost certain.
And it's those sort of things that, in terms of talking about the comms and the noise in here and the pressure of the crowd cheering for every kill, doesn't matter.
Correct. It doesn't matter which side. You can't even say that you're the villain in this. This crowd has been great at being an even sort of instance, but Valen now on the chopping block stands, and well, for a second he got an extra breath. Pop of the ult, and now good luck.
Catch here onto Jing. Wow, doesn't matter.
God, I don't know if you want to be locked in there with him. It's down to 3. Baby B, nice shot on 1. Paranoia comes in, he's trying to buy his time. He's just going to pop everything, whatever he can do to try and turn the odds, turn the favor. But Leafs now joining. They've got a chance in this, a 2v2, and Jing's low. Can't quite get out with the spike yet. They don't quite know about the reposition from Baby Bay. And I like this. I like this. Be proactive, play together, be on the same page. This is what was missing before. Oh no, but it miscaught Baby Bay. And now, this is where Leaf has to make up his mind.
He's got good timing here, though. He's reading the situation perfectly. Jing might just catch an audio cue, though.
I think he's just started shift walking. Leaf is thinking about it, turns away, and might turn back in time. Jing's gone down. Knife out. Knife out!
Knife out!
Knife out! What are we doing?
Leaf, usually so cool, calm and collected in these sorts of scenarios, but baited to his death.
This is not what we look at with these players. They are absolutely shaken to their core. Looking completely shattered, broken in how they're playing, and look at that Envy. He's got it dead to rights, bang to rights, and at 12-5, PRX have this game dead to rights.
Barely missing a beat here in the second half. G2, obviously a purchase, but lack of a shield, a Bucky here, Baby Bear going forwards, will get one.
Okay, happy to be the tip of the spear, throws body on the line. They do get a 1-for-1 trade out, so something's gone down to an even trade to an extent. But it feels like PRX just want to continue going. They're not really stopping. Leafs on a quick flank, but holding this site, do you dare?
Jing's all the way into heaven already.
Jing's going out for blood, man. He wants to find these players. Trent outdone. Jing's broken them in pieces. Giacomo and Valen, what are you meant to do against PRX? Often imitated, but never duplicated. PRX close out in 2.
Once they get going, Lauren, there's very few teams that can do anything about that sort of form. PRX with just an insane performance here on map 2. Again, questions across the veto in terms of what we saw here, but sweeping this series. Forsaken and Divide, both individually looking world class, as we've come to expect.
What a performance that was. G2 trying to maybe reinvent their identity, but it fell short today. PRX being true to who they are, how they play, and perfecting it. Showing us that here, round by round by round.
Again, don't want to lean into that interview too much with Josh, but again, maybe this is just a reality check. You'd hope so in terms of the way G2 approached the game with preparation and stuff. This wasn't necessary. There wasn't much nuance to the way PRX play. This is what you would expect from them. But so many times we see G2 caught off guard in recovery mode, and that's not what we've seen domestically.
And I'm with you in that. Again, these two often meet in those upper quarterfinals. We saw it at Champs Toronto, but an early treat here. But it's a long road for both sides. Job's not done either way, but what a statement to be made. A 13-9 to a 13-5. PRX have got to be happy with that.
Chat with you real quick. So, first question, how's the crowd? How's Chile? How is it different to any other international event you've been been?
I'm gonna be honest, I think this might be the second best crowd ever after LA. I think the crowd here really loud and I like it.
Perfect. Y bueno, le pregunté cómo está haciendo Chile, cómo se está sintiendo con esta gente y cómo se compara también a otros escenarios. Dijo que puede ser el segundo mejor público que ya ha tenido. El primero es LA, pero que definitivamente ama a todos y que está increíble el público. Now, for my second question also, by now you have won 4 times in a row from G2. You're basically owning them. How was playing against them again?
I mean, actually at first it wasn't surprised that we met them again, but we kind of know how they play, and they say, Babyface say they want to, they are the Smurf, the W, but I guess not, we are the W.
I guess not, definitely.
We are the OG.
Oh, bueno, le pregunté también cómo ha sido ganar de cuarta vez consecutiva de G2 y dijo que sabía, ahora, que era como un poquito común que se toparan porque realmente pasa todos los campeonatos, y mencionó que Baby Bay dijo que ellos eran el team que lo rusheaban, que iban hacia adelante, pero que definitivamente no lo son y que ellos son los OG. So Forsaken, now for my last question, you have played every agent except for Gecko. Are we going to see Gecko this tournament?
Alex, please put me on Gecko.
And how is it being so flexible for your team too?
Sorry?
How is it being so flexible for your team and also fragging?
I mean, actually for me, like, even though I play a lot of agents, different agents, I have like same mindset on how I want to play it, and because I'm so creative, I like to think, so I just play my own style and just shoot people, you know, so yeah.
Definitely, it works out perfect. Y bueno, le pregunté también cómo, si es que vamos a ver el Gecko, que es el único agente que no ha jugado. Dice al coach, por favor, pónganme con Gecko. Y también le estuve preguntando qué se siente ser tan flexible para su equipo. Dice que básicamente hace lo mismo que siempre. Jugar.
I like to think, so
Bragging.
please put me on.
Son y que ellos son todos los campeonatos, y mencionó que Baby Bay dijo que ellos eran el team que lo rusheaban, que iban hacia adelante, pero que definitivamente no lo son y que ellos son los OG. So Forsaken, now for my last question, you have played every agent except for Gecko. Are we going to see Gecko this tournament?
Alex, please put me on Gecko.
And how is it being so flexible for your team too?
Sorry?
How is it being so flexible for your team and also fragging?
I mean, actually for me, like, even though I play a lot of agents, different agents, I have like same mindset on how I want to play it, and because I'm so creative, I like to think, so I just play my own style and just shoot people, you know, so yeah.
Definitely, it works out perfect. Y bueno, le pregunté también cómo, si es que vamos a ver el Gecko.
Ponla pa' subirle esa chapa, me gustan pila y tú sabes que yo soy puto que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos pa' darte lo que tú pidas, ya están dándole a la exclusiva con un vuelo de ida. Ponla pa' subirle esa chapa, me gustan pila y tú sabes que yo soy puto y que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos pa' darte lo que tú pidas, ya están dándole a la exclusiva con un vuelo de ida. Ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla.
Welcome back, everyone, to day 2 of Masters Santiago and our second match of the day. It's T1 versus Team Liquid, and it's going to go down, and it's going to be awesome. Of course, I'm Golden Boy here alongside Sideshow and Wyatt. And, of course, there was a line there to say hi to Bren. So, you know what? Let's just say hi, Bren.
Hello.
Hi, Bren. Hi, we miss you, Bren. So, in any case, so let's first reflect on what we just saw, because G2 absolutely falling apart there against a very prepared PRX Wyatt. This team looks scary.
Yeah, they came out with a new comp on Corrode, and that was the recipe for success. G2 were not able to adapt to what they were doing, and as the game just was slipping out of their grasp, you could feel them crumbling more and more with each round. Like the frustration when Trent lost that 1v1 with Defy coming out of the ISO ultimate. Just moments like that compounding.
But also today's our first chance to even look at these Pacific teams and see how they match up. And it might just be the case that the region that's been playing the most double duelist of all time.
This is their meta.
This is their meta.
Who would have thunk it? You know, it's almost as if the stats were on their side. Of course, though, last year, T1 won the first Masters of the year. So if you're starting to be like, there could be something in the air that feels a little similar.
And this is what we're saying. It feels like the perfect storm right now for a T1 to once again go on a crazy run. In Bangkok, it was a lot of duelists, a lot of running around, and not very much missing of the shots, crucially.
Well, that's what we just saw from PRX as well. But the crucial thing was, this was when double duelist was not the meta. I mean, look at all of the teams that they're playing against. You'll see the comps of the other squads, and they're running, you know, double initiator stuff. There's a chamber coming out here as well, you know. I mean, this is from when they've been playing.
It feels like the perfect storm right now.
Before? Wait, Stark's not playing. You're gonna hype in the bathroom. No. I think Team Liquid is gonna win. They have no Starks. They're playing with their 6th man. What happens? He's just not invited Pacific. What the hell, man?
Now for a T1.
Lose to T1 with a stop, it's just gonna be so bad. Why is Stark's not playing though? Stark's still smoking it up in the bathroom. I mean, the thumbnail has been right. Hold on. For yesterday matches, like Mace won and Energy won. PRX won and maybe Team Liquid won. Who's gonna win, I mean.
Career back in your Crazy Raccoon days. So I just wanted to ask you, where do you place Team Liquid right now out of all the 8 teams that are here in Swiss stage?
That's no additional trophy, sorry.
MATS stands for no additional trophy, sorry? Okay, so not so high, I guess. All right. Thank you and good luck.
That's good. That has killed me. But I at least said sorry though.
That's like the
I'm
nicest
sorry.
trash talk I've ever heard in my life. Hey man, we're gonna deny you. Okay.
That's
but you know, speaking of Munchkin, I mean, we've been covering this guy for years. An absolute talent across multiple games. A guy who has been there, done that. He's been successful in this return to T1. And one can wonder here, Wyatt, like, you know, is there even more for this guy to give? Because it feels like every time we see him, he's finding a new level to reach.
I feel like most importantly when I'm watching these games, his addition has added some structure to the madness of T1 last year. That is the most crucial part.
And it was mad. I mean, it was mad inside, outside the game.
It felt insane that they won Bangkok at the time because they were actually
They were in a mess. They were actually in chaos, but then they brought that chaos and got a title.
And that's what I'm saying. Now it's the perfect storm of the meta, plus you have a guy that has made the madness more structured, and they still have that outrageous firepower carrying over. I mean, it feels like the pieces might be fitting together, GB.
The throwback to those crazy Raccoon days where they used to just turn up and get bullied by people like Nats, and now you've got Munchkin coming back with a squad.
Pieces might be fitting together, GB.
The throwback to those crazy Raccoon days where they used to just turn up and get bullied by people like Nats.
Outrageous firepower carrying over.
I mean,
it feels like the pieces might be fitting together, GB.
The throwback to those crazy Raccoon days where they used to just turn up and get bullied by people like Nats, and now you've got Munchkin coming back with a squad that is probably the favorites here in this matchup. I mean, listen, even saying that, we'll talk later about like what our expectations would be, but T1 coming in as the higher seed, at least.
I've got high hopes for T1 at this tournament. I really do. I think they've got a great opportunity to go on a deep run.
I think everyone should be feeling pretty big on T1 coming into this one here. Things are certainly going to be looking up for the squad, but then let's take a look at the other side of the stage, because you got veterans on T1, but you got the veteran in Nats. You know, this dude has been there, done that. Look how long he's been playing the game, and I'll go as far as to say outside of that outlier of lock-in, which is an outlier in general, Sideshow, you know, you can't argue with the man who just always shows up and puts up numbers.
Yeah, he shows up, he does put up numbers, but I mean, it's been a long time since he's been up towards the top, hasn't it? It's back to the Gambit days when he's been hunting for trophies. But I think what's so special about Nats is that he's taken teams that shouldn't have really even been expecting to be in trophy hunts, and he's put them in global events. And I mean, he has put them into those positions through his leadership, through the way that he's crafted the team's style together as well. And I've got to be honest with you, when I looked at the Team Liquid roster again this year, I was like, well, he's not going to do it again, is he?
But a question that I have for you, though, is that, yes, he has brought this team here, but as we saw with G2 earlier, a team that domestically looks really good, managed to pick up massive wins. You can make the same case for Team Liquid. They've made a run in that lower bracket to get to this point here. But it does feel like these specific teams, Wyatt, are coming in with a lot of firepower. Is Liquid prepared?
A big difference between them and G2, though, is that when you're looking at the guys that they picked up around Nats as the IGL, it's a real ragtag group of fellas that they got together that he's made work. Like Miniboo being released from Team Heretics, but looks far better with this squad and the style that they're playing with his Neon. It looks more comfortable than he did with Heretics, you know, as of the latter part of their run. And then Wayne, just a challenger snipe pickup. Neon,
same for you, though.
That alongside, and now you've got Munchkin coming back.
Let's talked about Nats. We had an opportunity to catch up with him earlier on today. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hello everyone, Jen here with Team Liquid's Nats. Now Nats, when it comes to Team Liquid at global events, people often talk about how this team is built to win, yet still waiting. So how much do you see this roster as an opportunity to change that conversation?
I mean, in this roster we already broke my curse to qualify to the events, so now it's a second curse to go out of the group stage, so we're just gonna fight until the end and that's it.
Okay, so go ahead and break the curse. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, simple as that. Just go ahead, break the curse, right? Simple as that. Of course, so Team Liquid, they have a big win condition. We talked about him earlier. He was a player that came in from Heretics and joined this Liquid lineup and looks damn good on the Neon, Wyatt. It is, of course, Miniboo.
Yeah, crazy stat that they're 8 for 8 when he's playing the Neon at the moment. But when you watch the games, you can see why. He is playing at this crazy high pace, but it's being matched by the rest of the team. You're going to see a lot of double duelists where Camo is also on the waylay, so he is able to just match that with a double dash in, and it feels like he has a squad that is just willing to be at that intense level.
So does it feel like this is a team that kind of bucks the trend of what we've seen in EMEA in the past, statistically speaking, a region that takes a long time in these rounds, right? Do you think that this is a team that goes quick?
They qualify here beating Fnatic. You can't get two more different teams in terms of the pace of play.
Yeah, absolutely. They are not the slow EMEA team. And in fact, it's so clear coming in that this should be their identity on even more maps in the pool. They don't currently play Minibu Neon everywhere, but they should be.
Yeah.
And the Neon is spectacularly good. I mean, we've seen it from Nongshim, who were the #1 seed coming out of Pacific. If you have a great Neon, you can run over people, and it's very, very difficult to stop.
Yeah, well, and then also another player that you guys have been bigging up here, new to me, but this year was amazing.
He's new to everyone.
Yeah, so, so what is this guy's deal?
You shouldn't know who Wayne is unless you're really in the trenches, like watching Tier 2. I mean, yeah, crazy snipe pickup. This guy has been a clutch monster. He's had some just disgusting moments. Oh, this one against Vitality, they were brutalizing them in this lower bracket on map 2. And then this early on Breeze just felt like a nail in the coffin. How can you come back from that mentally?
Yeah.
He will just destroy you.
Wayne's second to last team before joining Team Liquid was a squad called Kimmy Kittens.
Yeah.
So, you know, your boy had the glow
You're not familiar, bro?
in EMEA, he was struggling to adapt to the new kind of like white noise setup, and he was like, bro, I can't hear anything in these official matches. Imagine what he's going to be like out here. Like, the growth that he has to go through to keep performing is always a new challenge.
And listen, we got to call a spade a spade. This environment, the electricity from the crowd, it is absolutely absurd. So you're really walking into a situation where you just have human white noise everywhere around you.
Yeah,
it's
that's
going to
true.
be just shenanigans. But for now, though, let's see what's going on with the picks and bans and where our battlegrounds are going to be today.
Hey, everybody. All right, so we're going to start pick ban. T1, since you're the #2 seed, you get to choose A or B. Are you A or B?
Team B. Team B.
Team B? Okay. T1 is, T1 is Team B, TL is Team A. All right, so TL, what's your first ban?
We're banning Pearl.
Ban Pearl?
Yeah.
All right, T1, what's your first ban?
Ban Bind.
Ban Bind? Okay. All right, TL, what's your map 1 pick?
We're picking Breeze.
Pick Breeze.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. T1, what's your side on Breeze?
Attack.
Attack. All right, T1 is attack. T1, what's your map 2 pick?
We pick Split.
Pick Split. Okay, TL, what's your side on Split?
We pick Attack.
Pick attack. Okay, TL, what's your ban?
You want that? Yeah. Or you wanna? Okay, we ban Abyss.
Ban Abyss.
Yes.
Okay, T1, what's your ban?
We ban Corrode.
What's your ban? Pearl?
We Corrode.
Corrode, okay. All right, then TL, what's your side on Haven, last map?
We're starting defense.
Defense?
Defense,
Defense, okay. All right, guys, so we have map 1 is Breeze with T1 on attack, map 2 is Split with TL on attack, map 3 is Haven with TL on defense. Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
I think that Bind Ban was a good target from T1, but Liquid, I feel they have two maps that are really up there at the top of their pool, Breeze being the other one. A map that I think, and I don't know this for a fact, but they might be the team of this tournament that has played Breeze the most of any other team. They've played it 5 times.
Yeah, they love playing
pickup. T1 did play it 3 times, which is quite a bit as well. But for its re-addition into the pool, the map being changed as well, they've really leaned into it, and they have the maxed out, crazy. They play 2 halves of Valorant, attack and attack.
Yeah.
They just run it down crazy style on defense. Like, they'll be pushing all the way down mid, and Minibu will pop his Neon ult and then send it through the vent door and start fighting in their spawn. It's crazy, man.
But what I like from Team Liquid's side as well, in this map veto, they put T1 in an impossible situation at the end, where they get rid of the map that T1 are worst at, Corrode, and put them onto Haven, which was previously Team Liquid's perma. So they've never had to show Haven. It's going to be something brand new. It's going to be something you do not expect. So if it goes map 3, T1 are going to be in the trenches instantly.
Probably some neon. I feel like if we get there, like almost
sure.
definitely, like 100%.
I would expect it to be fast-paced for sure. Let's actually see what the predictions were, of course, for this matchup here. Let's ignore the first one, but actually a pretty even spread.
Wait, we're 4-4 on everything.
Yeah, and I gotta say, this is not all that surprising considering that this really was a day where Sideshow, you don't know who could have come out on top.
You don't have a clue, and I would also say, in general, I think T1 are going to be better than Liquid at this tournament, but I predicted Liquid because they've had more opportunity here to change stuff up, go hard into the neon, and surprise T1 before they can react. So I think they're a very dangerous team to play, like game 1, day 1 of a tournament like this.
This really might just be a match of who is hitting harder on the day with their aim. It might just come down to that. I don't think there's a massive tactical disparity between these two teams right now. It's two teams stacked with sick aimers, and it might just come down to that, which just makes for some fun Valorant.
I mean, one thing is for certain, though. What we're going to see here is a crowd that's going to give these two teams everything as we get ready for this next matchup. You got two teams that are gunning for the top. It's T1 going up against Team Liquid. The question is, who wants it more?
Y ellos son
This is gonna be a banger. You got T1 versus Team Liquid, two teams that are hungry for it. On the T1 side, you have veterans across the board, players who have been there and have done that time and time again. But on the other side, you have a young team being led by a veteran who has experienced success, Wyatt, which means anything can go when you walk onto that stage here in Chile.
I feel like Nats, when you talk about the experience, was this silent killer back in the day when he won that trophy, and now is this aura farming IGL talking crazy trash to the other teams, keeping his own team
across the board.
Key when you're looking at the HyperX map select, though, is that Team Liquid have got to get out to a good start here. I love the second map pick from T1 of Split. I think that puts Team Liquid in a bit more of a difficult position. And who the hell knows what's going to happen on Haven? You got no clue. So I think Team Liquid have got to come out really strong, really early. And that's difficult when it's, for some of these guys, your first ever time in a situation like this.
I'm so excited for this match. This, I think going into it, on paper should be the highest pace, craziest Valorant we're going to see as far as two teams running it the hell down on each other, throwing haymakers, sick fraggers across the board. It should be insane.
It's wild when you think about the history of the two regions as well, Pacific and EMEA. Pacific at the beginning of Valorant's life, known as, a region that liked to play the good, structured Valorant, but then you started to see the likes of Gen G really start to pop off. Players like Meteor and Munchkin finding those moments of greatness and success. And on the other side in EMEA, as we were talking about before, a region historically known for that slower pace, taking their time. But this is like a new generation. Exactly. It's a new generation of talent across the board, but I do want to give the flowers to T1, fellas, because talk about adaptability, talk about constantly evolving the playbook to keep up with the sign of the times, and it just so happened that it all just fell perfectly in their lap, Sideshow.
Yeah, this should be their tournament to at least be favored to do better than they've ever done before. But you say that, they've already won a tournament in the past T1.
That's right.
It's a crazy situation. They're coming in here more favored than they were at Bangkok, where they walked away with a trophy. I love the call that you alluded to earlier, Wyatt, where you're saying that this is just going to be teams throwing haymakers at each other. One of the focuses for me is going to be on whether the Mini-Boo Neon can outvalue the Jet pick on the other side on Breeze. Because I think the Jet Yoru is what we would consider to be a bit more standard. It's been the meta on this map and been extraordinarily successful for teams like Furia, for Gen G, those kind of squads. And yet, Mini-Boo Neon is the win con for Liquid.
It's the fact that you have just so much freedom with that Agent Neon that you want to slow things down a little bit because you need to. You can really play carefully, but then when you need to actually burst speed through, you have that option. Yes, you can do that with Jet, but with Neon, it's clear it just tailors the Mini-Boo style, and that could be dangerous for T1 to have to deal with.
Absolutely. When they're going to be on that attack side, you are going to be terrified on all of these early rounds. You are susceptible to double duelist pushes at any given moment. It feels like Liquid do that genuinely 12 out of 12 rounds when they're on defense. It's double up duelist, Camo and Mini-Boo. They are sending it on an extremity, sending it down mid. It doesn't matter. They're sending it, man, and you have to be terrified.
Great question, though, for both of you. Sideshow, start with you. Does Team Liquid have the ability to slow it down, though, in case things get a little bit too crazy?
We haven't seen it from them yet.
Do they need to?
It doesn't mean that they can't do that, but on the defense side, as Wyatt's saying, they have been getting most of their value out of increasing the tempo and catching people off guard. I think there is something to be said, even as we discussed with G2. G2 were going up against another team that likes to play fast for the first time because they were getting outside of their comfort in Americas. I think you could say the same here for Liquid. They don't play against teams regularly who want to match their tempo.
Yeah, I feel like they have been able to do that on attack sides, but when I saw them being able to
bring it back
when I saw them being able to do that the most effectively, though, it was on Bind.
Yeah, like, I mean, their Bind is amazing.
Yeah, like I'm thinking of them playing against Fnatic on Bind when they qualified, and they were struggling on attack when they were just continuing the crazy pace into those early rounds. They were losing, and then they slowed the tempo down, and they did win and out. But Bind is banned for a reason. It's because they're goated on that map, and T1 wanted to get rid of it.
Which is crazy, because it's probably T1's second, maybe third best map
they
anyway.
Look great on it.
And they decided to ban it because they're like, we do not want to play into Nats on Bind.
Yeah.
So I think then the question is, what does the rest of your pool look like, and can you get these younger, inexperienced players with a good speech to kind of settle the nerves a little?
Ain't that the truth, brother? Of course, we don't want to let everyone know there is a small delay on stage. We're getting it sorted out. You know, want to make sure that everything is good to go when the server is up. So we'll stick with us for a little while as we continue the conversation here. And of course, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure you use those hashtags VCT as well as Valorant Masters. Get involved in the conversation across whatever social media platform you want, because we want to know from you who you think is going to win. Sound off in the chat right now. Who you think is going to win? T1 or Team Liquid? Make your voice heard. But as we continue this conversation forward here, Wyatt, I do want to bring it back to the experience. I think that it does need to be said that you're walking into a shark pit in this scenario, a shark pit that's very deep underwater, and you're just hearing the experience right now. Tags VC want to make sure that everything is good to go when the server is up. So we'll stick with us for a little while as we continue the conversation here. And of course, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure you use those hashtags VC want to make sure that everything is good
to kind of settle the Nats on Bind.
Yeah.
So I think then the question is, what does the rest of your pool look like, and can you get
and it's right now. Who you think is going to win? T1 or Team Liquid? Make your voice heard. But as we continue this conversation forward here, Wyatt, I do want to bring it back to the experience. I think that it does need to be said that you're walking into a shark pit in this scenario, a shark pit that's very deep underwater, and you're just hearing noise above you nonstop because of all the human beings that are a lot of haymakers and punches that we're talking about.
Yeah, there could be. I think there'll also be adaptations required, and that's where the coaches will come into play. And this is a new coach compared to, I mean, if we're talking about differences compared to Bangkok, where they lifted the trophy, well, that was with Autumn, who's now coaching EDG.
Oh, yeah.
Now they've brought in KDG, who is a former Overwatch coach who's now joined the team, used to coach T1 Academy and had a huge amount of success there.
Yeah,
Gets spoken of pretty highly here. And so I'm interested to see if that mix, alongside Munchkin, can give them some outs that they might otherwise have struggled with in previous tournaments. But I go back to it again. I think Team Liquid need to get onto a running start here on Breeze.
And there's what you were talking about, Wyatt, the
Running
difference
start?
of the Jet and the Neon.
They are on defense. It's time to run. It is time to sprint down the map.
Works.
And on T1 side, the Jet, I mean, always going to be awesome to see Buzz on just his OG agent where he made a name for himself years ago, joining up with DRX. Yeah, we are set for an absolute banger here.
And like you said earlier, Nats versus Munchkin on the Viper. So you get that IGL head-to-head, experienced players, people that have been able to get a huge amount of value before. And Meteor, I'm sure, is going to be able to add a little bit of spice into the mix of that one too.
Oh, yeah. It is.
We'll pick up the Viper elsewhere, too, for like the direct head-to-head against Nats, which is sick.
Yeah. And in terms of how the smokes work, the fact that Team Liquid are running the Omen gives them much more opportunity to increase tempo sometimes. With Paranoia pushes on defense, you can control a main with that. You can play on top of boxes that otherwise Meteor wouldn't have access to. So don't be surprised if Wayne ends up actually racking up some big, important rounds here.
Yeah, does Wayne continue to have the clutch gene at his first Masters event? Does he carry that over? And at the same time, Izu, I think on the best run of his career, can he carry that over into this series off the back of a great kickoff?
The stage is set. We are ready to go for the first pistol round. Let's have everybody casters who are going to call all the action. Here's Achilles and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much, GB. Oh boy, what a series this could be. Already opened things up. G2 versus PRX, now T1 versus Team Liquid. The desk was talking about it. So much veterancy, so much experience across both of these squads. Who's going to come out on top? I have no damn idea, but I think we are in for one hell of a series.
I am so stoked for this one. Some OGs of the VCT who squared off against each other all the way back in 2021 are doing it again. You know, Nats played Munchkin when Munchkin was on Crazy Raccoon. He played Buzz and Stax back when they were on Vision Strikers. So things a bit different this go around, but it's awesome to see some of the old heads. That's
straight into it. Izu off to the races, able to find Miniboo. Wayne at the same time, taking down Meteor. So kill going to be found on the extremities of both of the sites. But Purpo and Wayne doubling up here as Buzz and Izu now going to be struck down. Nats getting himself involved, and now it's just Stax. Sheriff in hand has been good with it, but not today, not on this round. Team Liquid very quickly take the opening pistol.
That's a big one for Team Liquid because T1 was really good on pistols as the kickoff wore through in Pacific because they were starting to just win them. RRQ learned that the hard way. This right here is great. I mean, exactly what the desk is talking about. You're seeing them push extremities. You're seeing them be confident, take some of those one-on-ones. And sometimes Team Liquid will spread the map here on Breeze. They're not always just going to send it down. A lot of times they'll hold back, especially when they got better guns in hand, and try to take some longer range fights. This time around, just a little bit of a mid push. Wayne, he's trying to use the wall somehow.
For some damage there, sees the entry from the Jet. Camo here at back sight, will be able to take down Buzz, but does eat a good amount of damage. Purpo there, covering fire, able to find Meteor. Stack's going to be healed back one as Wayne will fall, but Miss Widely should go the rest of the way for T1, but Stax again, last one standing. Does have a recovered weapon in his hand, has to go for the reload as he tucks away. Swing of the pillar, headshot bound, and it would be an ace clutch, and one of Monsters wanted that. So they're gonna face together, but Stax isolating and destroying! An ace to tie it up! Stax! What an unbelievable clutch!
You have got to be kidding me!
It's astounding.
He has just been getting better and better. The beginning of kickoff for Stax was so rough. I mean, he had some real stinkers, to be honest, but that is vintage. Better and better. The beginning of kickoff for Stax was so rough. I mean, he had some real stinkers. Stax was so rough. I mean, he had some real stinkers, to be honest.
Boo, okay. On for his own, finds 2 kills as Buzz will fall. Munchkin able to recover the weapon. Juggling these back, getting him passed over. Spray takes Camo down low, 34 HP. Stax at risk, the drone gonna be going through, and Munchkin dead! Camo finds Stax, and oh boy, they're right back on the bike! And this time it's T1 eating the pavement, flat on their faces. Izu similarly needing an ace as we are already into chaotic territory. The stack set up around that corner. Izu gonna take the time to grab the orb, wants to get even closer to that dimensional drift. Grabs up the weapon, they'll hear the swap, but of course the spike is still a world away. And clearing all these angles is impossible. Still does well to get the one, but it's gonna be a MasterCard thrifty for Team Liquid to trade it right back.
And there you go. This is exactly what you're gonna get from Team Liquid in some of these rounds, especially on an eco. They're gonna wanna just stack up and hit the gas. And oh, Mini Boo, that is a beautiful flash to set, hit the gas. And oh, Mini Boo, want to just stack up and hit the gas. And oh, Mini Boo, that is a beautiful flash to set some.
Is to get to see it. As do we just continue this dance? This back and forth. There's a hero rifle here. There's a couple ultimates for T1.
Exactly. That's what I was just thinking. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a drift invested into this round. See if you can get stacks that Hunter's Fury, get a kill, pick up another gun. Buzz has got that hero rifle. You can get some extra firepower on your way in. Absolutely worth doing, but I like as well what I'm seeing right now from T1, being a little bit patient, making sure that Team Liquid isn't going to double down on that aggression that we saw in the previous round. It's on everybody's minds, the way they've been playing recently, the way that they were able to use that aggressive style to get the 3-0 over Fnatic. And here we go, Buzz. Big entry coming up here, but they're going to hold the ult, it looks like.
Yeah, winning forward. Not sure if he got the spot on the way, but either way, drop down off of the box, and Buzz turns back to be able to find that opening kill. Up and over the top of the half wall, Izu finds Camo, and I think it might be happening. Plant now to come in, Stacks. There is no deep flank. If he can get out onto a wide angle, that Hunter's Fury is open season. Two weapons now recovered. Miniboo getting tagged. Trying to walk his way forward, but he's playing up close with this outlaw in hand. Well, Buzz just trying to continue to disguise this position at the wall. The swing in though, Buzz will be taken down. Purple with the elimination. So still just staying quiet, gone on red. Looks for the first, finds it, gets the second for the 3K, and the readjust for the fourth. As the pendulum swings, T1 ties it up 2-2.
Izu has been incredible as of late. And his patience pays off. Buzz, a beautiful entry. That's exactly what you're gonna need here for T1. That selfless dive play, getting that first kill. Something that Buzz has been very good at throughout his career. He's been very rock solid when it comes to internationals, very consistent in his play.
And if this does continue, I mean, it's just a game of chicken between the coaching staff. Who decides to pump the brakes to try to get that second round consecutively? Camo, he's looking to just go ahead and continue this swing back into their favor. Finds Izu. Hero of the previous round, now dead on the floor.
And this is going to open up some space for Miniboo. He will start to push if he doesn't sense any pressure. He's baiting for contact too. And there's none coming, so wouldn't be too surprised here. He starts making his move pretty quickly. Although it's hard to read. Last round, T1 very patient, sat back for quite a bit of the round. So for now, he's just starting to make his move. T1.
Camo watching on that deep angle. It's going to be some damage exchange, but Camo taking the worst of it. Tag to 56, Wayne holding close, Stinger in hand. Stack sends out the drone, could undo this position. 46 seconds remaining on the clock. T1 still keeping things quiet.
Gonna have to clear this close corner. It's going to be the danger man is Wayne.
Recon at the ready, Camo skirting forward, getting closer and closer. Trying to set up this 50-50 angle perhaps. Stars now being placed, looking for the concuss on the corner, the push coming in. Wayne able to hold his own for one, but Buzz turns back, finds that elimination. Now Camo needing to try to hold the line, but no, Purple arrives at Arches, finds Buzz, and it's just Meteor left to his own devices. The trade backs shall continue until morale improves as Team Liquid will get themselves a third round win.
This is just all off the back of that first pick. You get that kill onto Izu, and it opens up the match so much for Team Liquid, where they can just hold the line at those crossfires, even with the Nova Pulse to try to clear a corner. Still pretty clean there for Liquid to thwart the entry. So I think as T1, things are looking a little bit off kilter. You've had to rely on some pretty big hero plays to get where you're at. So they're going to be ready for this mid push out. This is pacey.
Well, Meteor has been identified here, all alone, isolated, and picked apart. Miniboo finding the kill, and now Team Liquid very well know what is going on. It's just T1 putting themselves forward onto the B site. 4v5 at the post plant, and Camo does have that ultimate available. Hunter's Fury's going to come in, gets the first hit. Munchkin getting tagged up, now at risk, just dancing around the pillar, but cannot escape. Nowhere to go. Meanwhile, two players playing from Arches. Izu finds the timing, turning back and catching Wayne off guard.
Stax in danger here. Is he going to be ready?
Oh, no, not at all. That's now striking in from behind. Now it's just down to Buzz, and Miniboo arriving at the spike, turns back, gets himself the 3K, and at long last, the team will be able to win 2 rounds in a row.
Well, I'm very curious, though. I wouldn't mind a timeout here from KDG for T1. The new coach steps in from their academy team. Tons of success in Korea that KDG have. He's been slowly but surely ramping up with this new team that he's joined. I wouldn't mind, a pause of the timer, and we are going to get it. To talk about this a little bit, I think you need to be a little bit more cautious. Coach, step out. Well, I'm very curious, though. I wouldn't mind a timeout here from KDG for T1. The new coach steps in from their academy team. Tons of success in Korea. So I wouldn't mind a timeout here from KDG for T1. The new coach steps in from their academy team. Tons of success in Korea that KDG have. Some of that same defaulting where they're just going to spread the map, like one player up mid-nest, 2 players B site, 2 players A site, but they're throwing some trickery already. You need to make some adjustments quick.
We'll see what things look like here, but as you can see, the weapons at the moment for T1, not going to look to force up for anything too significantly. Could have the knives come in for Buzz. Showing that full armor for the moment. Looks like Stax, decent amount of cash, might be playing around with the idea of a hero rifle. See what they land on as we get ready to go back into the action, but this could be a very big turning point here for Team Liquid. I mean, you mentioned the Vitality series. We were looking so incredibly good, but then started opening the door a little bit, and Vitality nearly had squeezed their way back through to push that map to an overtime. They cannot afford to have that happen here. Ask any of the teams at these events, and they'll tell you that opening series is so damn important. It gives you so much relief knowing that you have that extra little bit of safety net beneath your feet.
Yeah, and the confidence to just come in, get a good start. For T1 as well, they haven't played a team that plays Neon on this map, so that's something they're going to be adjusting to. Most teams in Pacific favoring the Jet. So actually, this might just be also a tempo, a getting used to the pace. Here we go, Buzz knives out.
Meteor gets himself on the board, solid kill on the Nats. Buzz trying to go for the entry. Little reposition. Camo gets himself back orange. And as the smokes bloom, he'll swing around, does end up getting tagged by that drone. So for now, T1 have the site open enough to get a plant going. Still that Hunter's Fury in the back pocket. Surely Stax remembers how to use it. As Izu, it's a real thing. It's a real guy. Finally finds the kill. Stax whittled away at down to 20. Meteor now going to be taken out of the equation. Thrifty, the odds of closing this one out starting to dwindle for T1. The 3v4 in this post plant. The stun coming through, but Buzz with the knives is able to find himself a second kill. Updraft, looking for it, dashes away. The chase coming in though, and Miniboo hounds him down. Munchkin now last one standing to try to make a go of this. The 1v2, a Sheriff in hand, Snakebite delays. Wayne now getting onto the spike, trying to hold it up to half. The swing coming in, and Munchkin just cannot align it. Miniboo, another big multi-frag round for him. Collects the defuse, will be 2 charges away from the overdrive. And Liquid now have a 3-round lead.
Yeah, you can already see this Neon is giving T1 fits. Decent knives from Buzz, but Miniboo all over the place. So hard to read what he's doing. A nice setup there with the util for him too. And then just doing a little bit of blocking for the diffuser. Wayne sticks it, has the smoke advantage as well. So difficult for Munchkin in that position. Not a bad idea there mostly, but somehow Camo able to slip the net past the eyes of, if it was Buzz or whoever's supposed to be watching that angle at that point. Great timing.
Now you have an operator online. First round for that, so a bit of a change up and something that they're going to have to be concerned about. But for now, Nats holding the sword, turns the pop flash, and mows them all down! First round for that, so a bit of a change up and something that they're going to have to be concerned about. But for now, Nats holding the sword, turns the pop flash, and mows them all down! Operator online. First round for that, so a bit of a change up and something that they're going to have to be concerned about. But for now, Nats holding the sword, turns the pop flash, and mows them all down! Holds the door, gets himself 3, and T1. They are stuck up creek without a paddle. As Miniboo on the prowl, swinging around from behind, looking for the kill, and Stax will be able to shut him down. How are you meant to get your way back into a winning position? You are not, unless Stax pulls another ace out of his rear. He'll just be good for another kill. And Team Liquid pulls another ace out of his rear. Your way back into a winning position. You are not, unless Stax pulls another ace out of his rear. He'll just be good for another kill. And Team Liquid
to see an opportunity for Stax to use his ult, but he actually just hasn't really
so
had
far,
one.
yeah.
No. to you know, give him the benefit of the doubt there.
But the joke will continue.
It will. And, you know, I'm sure it makes Sliggy smile.
A pain smile, perhaps, but drone forward, Stax spotting out Miniboo. Doesn't get the tag, though, so these players in elbow not really able to play off this, and now they have a drone going their way that they have to be concerned about. Nizu trying to clear it. Miniboo.
Oh.
I don't think he had information on Buzz, but he just gets the turn fast enough. Overdrive into the zap down. Izu gone. That's both duelists now dead. These T1 are struggling. They both lobbed in. Stax on the swing. Will be able to find that kill at range with the stinger, but Purpo lurks forward, gets himself underneath the pillar in mid. Meteor gets caught completely off guard. It leaves now just Stax and Munchkin. Latter, which has not gotten themselves on the board yet in this map, will do so now. Taking down Nats for his first kill. 2v3 suddenly starts becoming a little bit more possible, and they're going to be committing the pit into this one as well. Not the greatest weapon for the Viper, though, as he's going to look maybe for a timing here. Paranoid up into the corner. Just tucked away. The push is coming through, trying to play it patiently. And my God, Munchkin finds one. Tucks out immediately, but wasn't able to find a second kill. But now they have to go hunting. They have to try to clear him out. Flash, he just fully eats this thing. It takes a little while, but Camo eventually is able to find it. Does he have the shock dart set up? Knows that he needs to try to isolate this. Will just go in for it, but it's already held up to half. Cannot find him with the second, cannot get him with the third. Stax has his work cut out for him now. Trying to isolate, gets the diffuser, but cannot get them the round win. Close but no cigar. Team Liquid lock up a lead at the half.
That's a painful one. T1 is going to invest a couple big ultimates into that odd man situation to try to make a go of it. They almost get it done. Munchkin maybe a little too patient, so Buzz shoots at him, and Miniboo just ultimates into that odd man situation to try to make a go of it. They almost get it done. Munchkin maybe a little too patient, so Buzz shoots at him, and a couple big ultimates into that odd man situation to try to make a go of it. They almost get it done.
In this swing, he just gets a turn fast. An elbow, not really able to play off this, and now they have a drone going their way that they have to be concerned about. Nizu trying to clear it. Miniboo.
Oh.
I don't think he had. Doesn't get the tag though, so these players in elbow not really able to play off this, and now they have a drone going their way that they have to be concerned about. Nizu trying to clear it. Miniboo.
Oh.
I don't think he had information that they have to be concerned about. Nizu trying to clear it. Miniboo.
Oh.
I don't think he had information on. Solid cleanup, looking for another, and sees Buzz, but Buzz punching back just a little bit faster. Finds the headshot, so up on the floor. Drone will get the spot, he repositions. Sliding away, but maybe a little bit closer than he could anticipate, but yep, the flash in, plays it in beautifully. So Munchkin's able to find one. Meteor now gonna be taken down. Munchkin gone, it just Stax once again, asked to be the hero. A 1v3, and Camo's got him dead to rights. Clean shot. As I'm not sure why the pit is blooming, but Team Liquid get the round win. Maybe a bit of a Lakia moment. Still 2 more rounds to be played out here, Nats.
You know, Nats, you had that one TP incident last year as well. But it's okay. I mean, Team Liquid is just frying right now. I mean, the way that they're being diligent about going through, clearing every angle, making sure that T1 is kind of off balance, trying to cover the space that they're losing to these kills, to these trades. And it's just phenomenal stuff from Liquid.
Maybe we'll hear the comms, and Nats is just like, I don't even need this. Here you go. I'll give you a freebie. See if you can still try to win around.
I don't think Nats is that generous. But maybe.
He is that ruthless. Once again, fadeaway coming through. Miniboo looking for the free fire, the smoke. Through the dart, it's going to be Wayne holding close, able to find the kill on a buzz, but Munchkin with that Guardian in hand, storming forwards, able to find 2, and Stacks gets a piece of the pie as Purple will be taken down. 4-2. Cash aplenty. Do they try to make a go of this? Do they just back away? You do have Izu and Stacks who are critically close to getting those ultimates back online. They are going to try to play this one forward, and Meteor going to be taken down. Camo able to just get a quick turn, and Izu will get out of dodge. It's Camo walking through the wall. Just 6 HP to try to be the difference maker, but Stacks will just pop up and say, how do you do? Cleans up the kill, and T1 will now break the win streak of Team Liquid, but the best they can hope for is an 8-4 half.
And this is kind of what I was starting to think in the back of my head is just turn up the tempo yourselves, T1. What you've been trying hasn't been working, so just make it scrappy. You know, you're a Pacific team. That's what we do in Pacific. It's scrap. It's just everybody just throwing what they've got and just trying to out-tempo your opponents. And Munchkin, one of the best with the Guardian, finds 2 big ones there on the entry. Really break that one open. T1.
Look at this push. 4 players at the mid doors as Camo goes sprinting out once again, immediately investing this ultimate, trying to see what info he can gather. And now Munchkin is under fire and taken down. He's not going to find that much damage on the Miniboo. As T1 now completely surrounded on all fronts. Main position will be abandoned, but they don't know that, so have to be wary about it. As the swing comes in, Camo immediately has the shutdown. Gorgeous shot from him. Stacks opening up with the Hunter's Fury, able to find Purple, looking for a little bit more, but Camo is still taking names. Meteor eliminated Buzz now. Here with his long-term teammate, trying to be the difference makers as they get one apiece. The knives come out, but it doesn't matter. Stacks, another massive round for him. Locks up the 4th and final round in T1's favor.
That's a big hold for those 2 players because Team Liquid out-macroed the hell out of them on that round. They use their drift to set up that crossfire to take out Munchkin. Then Izu drifts on the back of sight, doesn't see a damn thing, and that makes it easier for Camo because he gets Izu on the drop. He's not ready for it, but a decent little end there for T1.
It's been a wild half already, so we need a quick little break. We'll see you guys after the halftime.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Back and about to go into the second half of Breeze, our opening map in the second series of the day. And right now, Team Liquid, a healthy lead, 8-4 over T1 after some insane back and forth across the opening 4 rounds. T1 barely able to scrape together those final 2.
Yeah, now you got to be kind of wondering if that was enough. And it doesn't get any easier.
I can tell you
what
isn't enough right now is the impact that we're seeing from Meteor.
Right.
1-11-1. This is completely unorthodox for a player of his caliber. Two-time trophy winner, an MVP in one of those tournaments. Right now, we are not seeing the steady impact from him. Perhaps we'll see some more of it from this Astra on the defender side of the map. It does feel like if T1 want to way back into this, they need Meteor to start stepping up. Because I'm a Stacks believer, but seeing Stacks at the top of the standings is certainly not a great indicator.
It's not for T1, no. You don't want to see Stacks there. You want to see Izu, Meteor, those two in particular. Going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Quick entry here for Miniboo. Slide across.
For a catch, and Izu will be able to outdo him in the end. Meteor, clean tap. That's exactly what we're talking about. He's going to be looking for some more, but Buzz will take it away.
Spike down A.
This is great for T1. Just winning some big battles. Meteor so clean on that first shot. Nats his turn up to bat.
Spike still out in the open. Meteor shifting over, getting tucked away into that cubby. Stacks ready to counter swing. Purple catching a glimpse, seeing the enemy jet. The scale forward comes in, and Nats cannot get the flick across. So a flawless pistol for T1 to try to jumpstart the engine. Feels much needed for them, but is there just going to be some more thrifty shenanigans?
I think if anybody can do it, it's Team Liquid, that's for sure. It's going to be interesting what T1 wants to go for. A couple this can't be all they're going for. 3 sheriffs and 2 marshals? Surely not.
This is paltry.
It is.
A very light buy.
Extremely. Especially on this map, you know, you've got such long ranges to work with. Okay, sure, why not, Munchkin?
Finds one. Needs a lot more of it, though, and we'll be able to fish for a little bit of damage on a Miniboo. Spike planted for Team Liquid, however. Like to try to clear things out around the back, and Izu has that Marshall in hand, puts it to use as Nats gets taken down. Double stack within the smoke. Now going to be taken out in Munchkin. What in the hell? Marshall in hand, puts it to use as Nats gets taken down. Double stack within the smoke. Now going to be taken out in Munchkin. What? However, like to try to clear things out around the back, and Izu has that Marshall in hand, puts it to use as Nats gets taken down. Double stack within the smoke. Now going to be taken out in Munchkin. What in the hell? Fastest hand in the West. Just suddenly massacres 3 players. And it's going to be a flawless follow-up to a flawless pistol. And T1 are now 2 rounds away.
Oh, and they're just swimming in cash. Thanks to the gunslinger here.
Oh my. Fastest hand to use as Nats gets taken down. Double stack within the smoke. Now going to be taken out in Munchkin. Puts it to use as Nats gets taken down. Double stack within the smoke. Now going to be taken out in Munchkin. What in the hell? On Izu at the same time taking down Wayne, but not before Buzz gets eliminated. Fish a little bit harder, eventually are rewarded. The Sova now gone. As Izu had control of A main, but actually just TPs back across, and now he's quite far away. Meanwhile, Meteor is trying to flush Nats out of this position, and he cannot. Holds the bridge, drops down, challenges out towards Sands. Izu will be able to take him out, so a 2v2. T1, they still have to clear a multitude of angles to try to figure out where these remaining players are.
Not much time to work with.
No, it's getting away from them here a bit. Munchkin, the dodge out on the relay bolt, but the time seems like it's already going to be gone, and there's the kills coming through. So Team Liquid able to deny the bonus conversion. Does end up costing them a couple players.
Yeah, and so the money going to be a little bit weak, but you're going to have enough here to get that outlaw for Nats. And he knows that he's going to be afforded opportunities based on the economy of T1 to find some players that are going to have half armors, most likely. And as we can see, it's going to be 3 out of 5 for T1 that are going to be vulnerable to the one-tap body shot from Nats. Of course, everybody remembers what he did in overtime with it on Abyss, but a little bit of a different scenario here, of course. They're holding back. They're expecting aggression out of T1, but kind of just trying to read into Munchkin's mind, which not the easiest to do for sure, but you do have a little bit of a push out, some space gained in mid for Izu, but otherwise, just Munchkin holding close. Right at the front of B. Stack's gonna clear A main, gonna see nothing. This is a little bit difficult. Okay, so now you know the Outlaw's there. And as Stacks, he's okay with that. He can challenge that with his full armor. Meteor cannot. Now they're gonna go that way. Maybe the game plan here is challenge Stacks instead of Boaster for this one. We'll see.
Meteor just pulling back away. TP forward from Camo. Quick spot out. Reboot fearlessly charging forward, taking this space. At backside, Pop Flash going to be sent out. The Dragon Cross is going to be found. Izu and Meteor both fall. Stacks just slowly creeping out towards safety. Call to save. May very well have already been made, but they're not going to be able to retain too much of anything as Buzz joins him 6 feet under. Just Munchkin, maybe to try to go for some exits if he wants to hold on to the Judge. Get tucked away alongside the doors. See if anyone falls for the trap, but it seems like the answer is going to be no.